Alright, you guys. I'm gonna try to make this one somewhat quick. I'm in the greenhouse. It's hot as balls in here, so that's why I'm half nude, in case you guys are wondering. I'll try to be quick because I got things to do right now. But planting frankincense seedlings and similar resin product. Okay, anywho, let's get right to the point. Bashar and a lot of other people preach that you should always follow your highest excitement. Yes and no. Okay, so what do we know about excitement? What we know about excitement is that it's an emotion. And what we know about emotions is that they come and they go, like pretty much everything else. Emotions aren't constant. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're excited, sometimes you're not excited. Now, to put absolute 100% faith in something that is fleeting is not necessarily helpful. And the reason why it's not necessarily helpful is because what happens when you're no longer excited to do something? The reason why I'm making this video right now is because I'm working in the greenhouse right now, okay? So I have a lot of things that I need to do. Let me fix this camera. In the greenhouse today. Normally planting things is one of my favorite things to do. I'm always excited to plant shit. I love planting things and growing things. I've done it since I was a child. But I didn't want to come here today. I've got a ton of seeds to plant. I've got to meet my buddy downtown in a couple hours. I was working all day. I'm kind of sick right now. I would like to go home and chill. I'm not at all excited to be here, but I am. If I would have followed Bashar or Law of Attraction or any of these other people who talk about always following your highest excitement, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be home chilling. And this is where I think they went wrong. Because we're not always excited to do shit. We have to polarize ourselves into a goal, into something that we want, you know? Otherwise we're like a feather in the wind. Whatever direction the wind blows, we blows. We blow. And it's not useful, it's not helpful, it's not practical to completely follow an emotion for the rest of your life. So here's what we should do with emotions. Instead, we should be observing the emotions, sort of a third person, like, oh, there's an emotion, I happen to be experiencing excitement at the moment, right? Or I'm not experiencing excitement. What a lot of people will do is they'll use excitement as an excuse, as a scapegoat. Like, it's exciting to party and go hard on the weekends, but is that going to push you towards your goal or pull you away from it? Give me 1 second, I gotta get rocks. Welcome, you guys. I haven't said what up yet. I feel like whenever I do these videos unscripted, I can get sort of wordy, long-winded, because it's not really planned out. So forgive me for that, in other words. But I don't know, man. You guys got to be careful in that spiritual dogma, you know? One person like Bashar, who has a shit ton of knowledge, says something like always follow your highest excitement, and people take it verbatim, and then all the other people who teach spirituality go, oh, well, that must be true, so they teach it. Next thing you know, someone stepping into spirituality hears it from 6 different influencers that you always have to follow your excitement, and they pull the trigger and wonder why they can't ever get anything done, because they don't do things when they're not excited to do them. And that's just not the real world. You're not always going to be excited. I don't care what it is. I don't care how much you love something. You will never 100% of the time wake up every single day and be excited to do it. But that doesn't mean you can't do it anyways. We talk about this in the law of mentality in the Hermetics, if you guys have followed my other videos. And it's this sort of, we have to use the will to sort of polarize ourselves to a certain side of the pole. That way, when it swings in the other direction, we don't get caught up in it. That way, when the tide goes out, we don't go with it. We can sort of, again, call this polarization of the mind. And this is a key component of the will. When you talk about your will, sort of a way to negate the swing of emotions, the way to negate the swing of influences, and whatever it is that's influencing you. So, damn it, it's, I don't know, shit keeps me up at night though. Because I mean, as I'm sure you guys know, I've been following this shit for a long time, and I don't necessarily consider myself I'm not like a guru or anything like that. I know a few things really well. Some things I study, I know them really well, and I learn them, and then I relay the information to them. This is a Boswellia sacra, by the way, you guys. Wish me luck. This needs to take. It came from Thailand, and so far my Thailand frankincense plants haven't been doing well. This one has to take because they're costing me a fortune, and they need to grow. So, for you guys who are a regular squad, this is how it's going in. Just a stick. You have a terminal bud right at the end. We'll check on it again in the not too distant future. But if you guys have been listening, Salabi, no, I'm not using rooting hormone, but I'm using liquid seaweed, liquid sea kelp. So yes, I'm using a natural rooting hormone. But does that make sense, you guys? Am I just beating a dead horse at this point? Do you want to just BS on something else? I gotta run lives because I don't have time to shoot videos and edit them right now. I have a lot going on, but I still have thoughts that want to come out, and I feel like would be useful and helpful for you guys because they're useful and they're helpful for me. I can't see your guys' comments right now, by the way, either. All right, here we go. Campaign, what's up, brother? Charlene McKenzie, Slotty, I already saw your other comment. Hello, I don't know what your name is. 01, what looks like a vagina, 10. Oh yeah, Slotty, exactly, just like the chapter on gender. Got water on the screen. Yeah, the masculine force is willpower, and that's something that's unmoving. It's very rigid, right? The masculine is rigid, it's direct, it's unmoving, not encompassing, it's not integrating like the feminine. It's very like direct and rigid, and that direct and rigidness is what we need to implore, because like I said, the emotions tend to be fleeting, and that's not, I'm not saying like hating on it and saying like, oh, excitement's bad, you can't rely on it. I'm just saying it changes. Sometimes it's just the way I think. Sometimes you're excited, sometimes you're not. And if you rely on excitement to get shit done, then you're only gonna get things done when you're excited. And there's gotta be a way around that. And the way around that, again, is using the will, using your masculine side and polarizing yourself into one area and saying, I'm gonna do this, something I love, my highest excitement, whether or not I'm excited to do it. I'm not going to rely on excitement every single time, because I'm not all, if I did that, I wouldn't be in the greenhouse right now planting plants. And then what we find out is that, here's actually the biggest thing, what we find out is that we're able to generate excitement. We don't stop the swing, but we force it in. Because I'm sure you guys have experienced this too. Say you didn't want to go to the gym, or you didn't want to read a book because, you know, you just didn't want to, you wanted to watch a movie instead, or you didn't want to go on a walk. or you didn't want to do something that you knew you liked, but you were too lazy to do it, and it just wasn't exciting, and then you ended up doing it, and you thought, damn, this is actually really fucking cool. I'm so glad I ended up doing this, and I did that. I do that all the time, and that, again, is not because I did what was exciting to me. I did what I knew needed to be done regardless of excitement. I did what I knew needed to be done regardless of an emotion. That being said, when we utilize the emotions correctly, emotions are fucking powerful, which is why it's a good thing to utilize something like excitement, which is what they mean by follow your passion. Because if you're passionate and excited about something and you do that thing, imagine the force behind it when you have all the energy of your emotions plus the focus of your will. It's like taking the energy of the sun, focusing it with a magnifying glass into a single point, and you can start a fire with it. Same thing. But when the sun goes down, you need something that's going to keep the fire going at night, and that's the will. That's the concentration. That's the masculine side. Discipline is key. Motivation is not enough. Bianca, well said. Oh, Todd. Hey, everyone. I don't know if you guys like Todd's Tropicals in here. Todd, I got 2 sacras from the same spot in Thailand. And it got me real scared when you said that it's a gamble. A lot of times the plants don't make it from Thailand because they go into shock. Well, I had already ordered 2 little frankincense seedlings. So, and this is another one that I'm about to plant. I got them cheap because I had with her because I got 2 at once. Not cheap, just cheaper than the listing price. So I'm hoping to God they root. But I have them here in the greenhouse. Everything should be happy. It doesn't get lower than 55 degrees in here at night and gets about 100. So... oh yeah, that being said, if you guys plants and things like that, check out Todd's Tropicals. He's commenting in the things right now. Check out his page. Todd, I literally watch, like, you post a lot of videos too, and I'm always like, oh, Todd posted something, and I always have you playing in the background. So thank you for all that. I was thinking about sending the 2 seedlings back to Thailand and then getting yours, but it sounds like yours aren't going to be ready in a while, and I'm already this far. I figured, fuck it, if they fail, they fail. I'm just hoping that they don't. Hoping to God that they don't. Sorry, you guys. I'm grabbing soil and stuff to pot these plants. This is kind of a 2-for-1 video. Where are we at? Sacres are pretty tough. Nice. That's good then. I'm guessing the neglectus aren't that tough. I remember you brought up that you were surprised I found a neglecta, by the way, Todd. There's quite a few neglectas being sold on eBay right now, a lot smaller, like the size of this Bursera. The greenhouse ate my cell phone. It got too hot and it shut off. It shut off my cell phone. Guys. Damn, that's a bummer. What's up, Yolanda? Sorry, the feed cut out a second ago because, oh my God, that doesn't look good at all. Well, looks like we might have to just end this short then. Is anyone left in this room? Should I keep running it, or are we pretty much shat at this point? Seems like we're pretty much shat at this point. Bummer. The greenhouse strikes again. Well, thanks for tuning in, you guys. I'm gonna cut this out because